Need a scan tool but not sure which one is actually worth your money? In this ranking, I'm starting with the most basic option and working up to the one that gives you the most useful diagnostics for the price. In fifth place, we have the most basic tool in this lineup. This one is the kind of scanner people buy when they just want a quick answer to one simple question. Why is the check engine light on? And for that job, it does the basics without making things complicated. Here's what it does well. You plug it in, it powers up from the car, and it gives you the core functions most casual drivers care about. You can read codes, clear codes, check live data, look at freeze frame info, and see readiness status before an inspection. It also has a built-in code library, which helps if you do not want to keep grabbing your phone to search every code. Compared with the others in this ranking, it keeps things simple, but it also gives up a lot of depth. But there's a problem. It is very much an entry-level tool. It focuses on engine and emissions issues only, so if you want to check ABS, airbag, or transmission trouble, this one will not get you there. The screen is small, the design is fully corded, and the feature set feels pretty thin next to the more capable FOXWELL and BlueDriver options higher in the list. So who should buy it? I'd say this is for the driver who wants the cheapest, straightforward scanner for occasional check engine light use and nothing more. If that sounds like you, it can still be useful. And by the way, links to all products from this review at the best price are in the description under the video. In fourth place, we have a tool that feels a little more polished, even though it still sits in the basic scanner category. This one is another simple handheld unit, but it has a slightly stronger everyday reputation because it focuses on doing the essentials clearly and quickly. In real use, it covers the same kind of beginner-friendly ground most people need first. You can read and clear engine codes, check live data, view freeze frame information, and see readiness monitors before emissions testing. It also adds EVAP testing support, which gives it a small edge over the most basic readers. Compared with the MOTOPOWER unit, it feels like a cleaner pick for someone who wants a basic scanner, but wants just a little more confidence in the feature set. The downside is that it still hits the same ceiling as most entry-level readers. You are not getting full system diagnostics, you are not getting active controls, and you are not getting the kind of data depth that helps with trickier problems. The display is still small and simple, and once you compare it with the NT301, the gap becomes obvious because that next tool gives you more detail and better data handling. This one makes sense for a beginner who wants a reliable no-fuss code reader for home use and does not need to go past engine faults. It is easy to recommend to someone who wants something simple, but if you plan to keep a scanner for years, you may outgrow it pretty fast. And before we move on, please like this video and subscribe to the channel because it really helps more than you think. Now we get to third place, and this is where the list starts to get more interesting. This tool is still focused on engine and emissions work, but unlike the first two, it feels much closer to something an enthusiast or serious DIY owner would actually keep using for a long time. What makes it stand out is the richer set of OBD2 features. You get full mode coverage, live data graphing, O2 sensor testing, onboard monitor testing, VIN retrieval, and even data logging with playback and printing. That is a noticeable jump from the simpler readers below it. In my experience, tools like this start to feel more useful when the problem is not obvious right away. Instead of just seeing a code and clearing it, you can actually watch what the car is doing and make better decisions. Still, it has an important limitation, and that is why it stops at third place. It is still an engine-focused scanner, so yes, it is stronger than the ANCEL and MOTOPOWER tools by a good margin, but it still cannot truly compete with products that can access ABS, airbag, and transmission systems. It also stays corded, and some advanced data will still depend on the vehicle you plug it into. This is a great fit for the DIY driver who wants much more than a basic code reader, but does not need a broader system scanner yet. If you mainly work with check engine problems and want better data without moving to an app-based tool, this one makes a lot of sense. But if you want wider coverage across more systems, the next product starts to change the picture. In second place, we have the first scanner here that really changes how you use the tool day to day. Instead of a corded handheld with a small screen, this one turns your phone or tablet into the display, and for a lot of people that instantly makes it feel easier and more modern. Here's why it ranks so high. It gives you the convenience of wireless use, broad support for major OBD2 functions, live data, freeze frame, smog check status, and Mode 6 information. On supported vehicles, it can also go beyond engine codes and read ABS, airbag, and transmission faults. Then there are the repair reports, which can be genuinely helpful for regular drivers who do not want to decode every piece of data on their own. Compared with the NT301, this one gives up the standalone handheld format, but it gains flexibility and wider system coverage on compatible vehicles. But it is not perfect, and that is what keeps it out of first place. A lot depends on the vehicle, the phone, and the app experience. Some enhanced functions vary by make, model, and year, and some people simply prefer a dedicated tool that works the same way every time, without needing a phone battery, pairing, or app updates. So while it is more convenient than the lower-ranked scanners, it is also a little less self-contained. This is the right pick for drivers who want a cleaner wireless experience and like using their phone for diagnostics. It is especially appealing if you want more than engine data without carrying around a larger handheld unit. But if you want the strongest all-around balance in this ranking, especially in a dedicated scanner format, the top spot goes to the next one. And in first place, we have the most complete scanner in this group. This one feels like the best middle ground between basic code readers and much more expensive advanced diagnostic tools. It is still simple enough for home use, but it gives you more of the system coverage that actually matters when real problems show up. What pushes it to the top is the fact that it covers 4 major systems right from the start: engine, ABS, airbag, and transmission. That matters because car problems do not always stay in one lane. Maybe the engine light is off, but the ABS light is on. Maybe the airbag light shows up and a basic reader tells you nothing. That is where this scanner separates itself from the cheaper tools. Add in AutoVIN, graphing, playback, battery voltage check, and free Wi-Fi updates, and it simply feels like the most rounded package here. Compared with BlueDriver, it gives you a dedicated handheld experience with no phone required, and compared with the NT301, it goes well beyond engine-only work. The trade-off is that it still is not a full professional scanner. You are not getting active controls, and you are not getting every service reset or registration feature that some higher-tier tools offer. It also stays limited to 4 major systems rather than every module in the vehicle. So it is the best in this lineup, but it still has a ceiling if you are doing advanced shop-level diagnostics. This one is for the person who wants a serious upgrade from a simple code reader without jumping into expensive pro gear. If you work on your own car, help family members, or just want one tool that can handle far more situations, this is the one I would look at first. Check the top products using the links in the description under the video, and pick the one that actually matches how much diagnosing you plan to do. And if this video helped, like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.